We spend about a third of our entire lives asleep. And for the longest time, what actually happens during that time has been a huge mystery. We just know we need it, right? Well, some incredible new research is starting to show us that while we're out, our brains are kicking into high gear, performing this absolutely vital nightly maintenance routine. Okay, let's get into it. We've all had this happen. You toss and turn, you get a terrible night's sleep, and the next day, your brain just feels like it's stuck in mud. You're groggy, you're slow, you can't think straight. Well, it turns out that foggy feeling isn't just you being tired. There's a very real physical reason for it. And really, this is the main idea right here. Just think of your brain as this super busy city that's working 24/7. All that activity, all that energy, it creates waste. Sleep, it turns out, is when the city sanitation crew finally gets the all clear to come in and clean everything up. And if they don't, well, things start to get pretty clogged up.
So what is this trash we're talking about anyway? This isn't just a neat metaphor. It's a real biological issue that scientists are finally getting a handle on.
So every single time your brain cells fire to create a thought or a memory, they leave behind these little byproducts, metabolic waste. Now, that's totally normal. It's just part of the process. But if that waste doesn't get cleared out properly, it can build up over time. And researchers have started to link that buildup to some really serious things like memory disorders. So yeah, taking out the trash is a pretty big deal for your long-term brain health. Okay, so how in the world does the brain actually flush out all this gunk? Well, it uses this incredible coordinated system of natural rhythms, a kind of internal cleaning crew that's powered by your own body. There are basically three main forces doing the work here. First, you've got the pulsations from your heartbeat pushing blood around. Second, you have the rhythm of your breathing, which helps move fluid. And third, and this one's really cool, you have these super slow waves in the walls of your blood vessels called vasomotor waves. All three of these work together to push and pull fluids through your brain, literally washing it clean from the inside out. All right, this is where it gets really fascinating. See, those pulsations are happening all the time, awake or asleep. But the moment you fall asleep, the whole system just shifts into a different gear. It's like the night shift comes on, and they're way more efficient at cleaning. The lead researcher on this, Professor Vesakivieni, put it this way. He found that during sleep, it's not just about moving fluid around anymore. These really slow vasomotor waves actually start to direct the brain's electrical activity. This points to a massive change in how the brain is even operating. And this just lays it out perfectly. When you're awake, it's your thoughts, your neurons firing that dictate where the blood and fluid need to go. Your brain activity is in charge. But when you go to sleep, the whole thing flips on its head. The deep rhythmic flow of fluid actually starts to guide and control the neural activity. The cleaning crew is in charge now. It's a complete reversal of how things work. So let's look at how this shift actually happens. Your heartbeat, your cardiac rhythm, it actually slows down. But at the exact same time, the pulsations from your breathing and those super important vasomotor waves both speed up. It's this precise combination that creates this powerful, super efficient flushing system, letting that cerebrospinal fluid wash through the brain tissue and carry all that waste away. Now you're probably thinking, how on earth can we see any of this happening inside a living person's brain? And for a long, long time, the answer was we couldn't. But a huge breakthrough from researchers at the University of Oulu in Finland has given us this brand new, unbelievable window into the sleeping brain. What they did was develop this incredible, ultra-fast MRI technique. It lets them see the movement of fluids in the brain in real time. It's like they can literally sit there and watch the brain's cleaning system do its job moment by moment. And you know what's really wild? The entire scan to get all of this amazing, detailed data takes about 5 minutes. That's it. Another huge plus is that this whole thing is completely non-invasive. No needles, no probes, nothing. You just lie back in the scanner and the machine does all the work. It's a total game changer. And this is a big one for scientists and doctors. A lot of advanced scans require you to be injected with something called a contrast agent to make things visible. This new method doesn't need any of that, which makes it way safer and so much easier to use for research and, hopefully soon, for patients. Okay, so a faster, safer way to watch the brain clean itself, that's an amazing scientific achievement, for sure. But what does it mean for you and me, for our health in the long run? This is where it gets really exciting. Honestly, the possibilities here are massive. We already know this cleaning system gets less efficient as we get older. Well, now doctors could actually monitor that. They could use this to figure out new treatments for conditions linked to all that waste buildup. The research team is even working on wearable tech to track this stuff outside an MRI scanner, which would make monitoring so much easier. But the ultimate goal? To find ways to actually boost this cleaning system, to help slow down how our brains age. And that just leaves us with this one really powerful idea. This research shows us, clearer than ever before, just how important sleep is. It's not just rest. It's an active, essential maintenance job for our brain. So it really makes you wonder, if we can finally understand and support our brain's nightly cleanup crew, could one of the best tools we have for staying sharp and healthy for decades be as simple as just getting a good night's sleep?